My name is Jocelyn Ditko, and I'm doing this social welfare program video about underutilized welfare programs. One that we're going to talk about is the Earned Income Tax Credit, or you can call it EITC. Before I get started about talking about its underusage, we're going to talk about what it even is. The Earned Income Tax Credit, or EITC, is a benefit for working people with low to moderate income. To qualify, you must meet certain requirements and file a tax return. Even if you don't really owe taxes or you're not required to file, EITC reduces the amount of taxes you owe and may give you a refund. So, who qualifies? To qualify for EITC, you must have earned an income from a working business, of someone who's running or owning a business, or a farm. And you must meet the basic rules, including you must either meet additional rules for workers without a qualifying child or have a child that meets all the qualifying child rules for you. What are those basic rules? A social security number. You, your spouse, and a child, if they're qualifying or you have one, must each have a social security number that is valid for employment that was issued before the date of your return. And that must be listed on your tax return. Your filing status, you can be married, widowed, head of household, or single. Mostly, what they don't tell you is if you're married filing separate, you can't claim your EITC. And there are some small exceptions or rules, which more so stand for military, ministers, those who are accepting disability benefits, and clergy. Many people with disabilities or persons having children with disabilities qualify for EITC. And now we're going to get into getting the public benefits to people who actually need them. A former White House advisor, Quentin Palfrey, more so looked into this within California. He created an experiment to more so test this, and we'll discuss it later. As California's new budget expanded the state's earned income tax, the EITC, providing access to the benefit for an estimated 1 million more low-income residents. Other states are looking to create into this, but like I said, Quentin more so specifically looked into California. The federal EITC conceived as an incentive for low-income Americans to work and has been around for more than 40 years. But along with other public benefit programs of all levels of government, they more so suffer from a low take-up rate. Nearly a quarter of those eligible fail to actually claim their benefits. And benefits can be typically, as they found out, about $1,000. And it could honestly make a difference to a lot of low income suffering Americans. So I'm not really sure why they aren't claiming their benefits. But one of the structures that are possibly to blame that they found out through this experiment is people aren't really knowledgeable. All the things that I explained in the beginning of this video, a lot of people don't even have that knowledge, so they're not really sure how to even apply or even get those benefits to then collect to assist their family needs, especially, again, if they're struggling Americans. They could definitely use that $1,000 and put it to good use. So we're going to get into the random evaluation and test of eligible individuals that actually claim their EITC. Every year, the IRS actually sends out a reminder notices and worksheets to anyone who files for tax returns but does not claim their EITC. Individuals who sign up and complete the worksheet, typically fewer than half of those who receive it, are sent a benefit check within 3 months. The two students that actually helped conduct this followed up with who didn't respond to the IRS reminder with another letter several months later. Again, explaining the EITC and offering a worksheet to complete and actually return. So they're kind of actually trying to help them out. They tested multiple versions of the letter, sending them out to similar standards and complex IRS reminders with other simpler messages. Some letters actually included benefit amounts. And the study actually found that reminding people of the multiple times can actually significantly increase the take-up and people actually trying to get these benefits. 23% of those who received the reminders claimed their EITC, compared to only 17 of those who didn't receive the reminders. The highest response rate, 31%, came when the amount of expected benefit was included. So whenever they did put a number, rounding about or guesstimating their benefit, they seemed to more go out and receive it. Low take up of social benefits is hardly exclusive to tax credit, and the ITC's take up rate actually compares favorably with other major federal programs such as Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, TANF, and the Supplementary Nutrition Assistance, SNAP, or food stamps. The EITC study demonstrates that increasing take up does not need to be resource intensive, that simple and low cost solutions such as simplifying forms or clarity or making sure of providing knowledge to these people can actually be highly cost effective. Based on the study findings, the IRS redesigns its EITC reminder notices, kind of simplified the information and displayed the potential benefit amounts, which seem to have the highest, as I said before, 31%, and sort of more so effectively strategic so more people can think about getting these benefits. Beyond the issue of improving take up in social benefits, this study demonstrates a policy issue to a path to a program management that it can make a real difference in people's lives, as this is an underutilized social welfare program.